That reminds me of Biodome.
Oh man, great movie.
Fighting moths does?
Fighting moths, yeah.
Did they fight moths in Biodome?
They kill the guys. They let all of his moths go.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Yeah. But the button has been clicked. This is your last chance to run. Run for your lives.
Run for your life.
Tonight's special expose left at the altar. The bride got the funk out of there. Maybe seen at another date, but instead, Coach and the Funky Bunch are here to talk about their favorite songs on repeat.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to For Music Lovers Only, a podcast where each host makes a top 5 list of their favorite songs from this week's topic. Each week is a new topic. Tune in, I dare you. Music Lovers Only.
Hey.
We are For Music Lovers. I am the artist known as JRB5, and I'm on the mic like a vandal. Over to the other side of me is Mr. Coach of the Funky Bunch. He's the coach of the Funky Bunch. And below us is Sontia Soul.
Waxing the chump like a candle.
That's what I was getting.
That's what I'm doing.
You took the words right out of my mouth. That was on the next one. But how's everybody's Saturday afternoon going? Evening?
It's a good Saturday so far.
Saturday.
Yeah, it's an awesome Saturday morning.
It would have been a rough Thursday had it been Thursday, but it is a nice Saturday evening. I'm just,
Beautiful.
Yes, it is. Thanks for tuning in to us. We're going to talk about our favorite songs on repeat. And this one was really easy because I just went to Spotify on repeat. I had to weed out some of the ones that were already on the list from the last couple of weeks because I didn't want to do them again. So I took those off and just picked. And Spotify is a little funny, I think. I don't know how accurate all of that is because there was more than one song, at least 5 or 6 songs on my on repeat playlist that maybe got played on another playlist once, and then now it's on there. So like, yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah.
Something right there.
Yeah.
It's like that one time you wanted to listen to Freebird. It's like, no, this shouldn't be on the repeat list.
Surprised Nickelback isn't all over it now.
Yeah. They will be.
It will be. But I did not come up with a question. I don't know. Did you guys come up with a question, or do we want to just nix that? And
my question would be, how you guys doing this evening? I got one. I always got one. Oh,
yeah.
Got one.
I'm
Doing
great.
good.
I'm doing real good. Real good.
If you were a kind of pasta, what pasta would you be?
I'd definitely be Penny.
Oh,
That's easy. I mean, that's easy.
Yeah,
I'm stuffed. I would be ravioli. My belly is finally as big as my heart.
Okay.
I just be spaghetti. just regular old spaghetti.
Regular old spaghetti.
If I was going to be, maybe angel hair pasta. I could do that.
I have to be in a mood to eat tiny pasta. Like angel hair pasta, for some reason, makes me very nervous.
The fries at Freddy's. I'm like, come on.
If you do it right and you put the cheese in with them and do a fork with the fries, they're fine, bud.
Yeah. I have to usually end up with a fork, but I'm like, why can't you just make them just a little? They would taste the same. Just
too much potato to potato skin ratio. Nope, you're wrong.
Yeah,
that's why they're so good.
I eat 3 at a time.
I eat like 7 at a time. It's 2 of them. But yeah, okay, we'll go ahead and get the music news out of the way. There was some fun ones on June 8th. We'll start with 2008. Rolling Stones magazine published a list of the top 50 guitars songs of all times. Number 5 was Brown Sugar, Rolling Stones. Number 4 was You Really Got Me, The Kinks. Number 3 was Crossroads by Cream. Number 2, Purple Haze, Jimi Hendrix. And number 1 was Johnny B. Good, Chuck Berry.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right.
It was pretty accurate, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
there were so many songs, but those just really grab you, and everybody knows those.
Yeah.
But 2002, months of secrecy surrounding Paul McCartney's wedding plans were blown as the owner of the castle, John Leslie, accidentally slipped out that Paul has had it booked for his wedding. So there went that.
Nobody
Everybody
cared.
knew.
No secrecy, man.
No.
Everybody's like, oh, and went on with their lives.
1991, and I'm a little sad that I realized that Color Me Bad has not made the list at all. Out of
They were
60,
on one of my lists.
were they?
I believe so.
Well, you redeem us. You redeem us then. But
Okay.
their only number one UK single was "I Want to Sex You Up," but they had to change the title of the song in the UK to "I Want to Love You Up." This is 91, and I'm like, I don't think this
is the same.
Yeah, what I was listening to, it was an Eminem song, not the new one. It was an old one, and
I'll still fight you on the new one, by the way.
Oh, they said something with the line about the ovaries, and they bleeped out ovaries, and then some like a period, I think period and ovaries or something, but they bleeped that out. But then the next line where it's come on your something, they didn't bleep that out. I'm like, so ovaries bad, jizz okay. I don't get it, but that's the way the radio is working, I guess now.
Maybe they thought they meant something else.
Yeah, like maybe they meant like jump on them.
Yeah.
I think everybody knows what that means at this point now, and it's not nothing new. Well, this was just on the radio the other day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was listening to the radio, and they played the.
Well, but one offends people, and the other, just happens. Periods are, people might not have them or have them if they want to have them.
Not if you want to, like.
Don't get us canceled. They can do whatever they want to do.
That's what I'm saying. Anybody can do what they want to do now.
Okay, to save us from this awful topic that's going to get us canceled, 1974, Wings and Paul McCartney went to number one with Band on the Run, which George Harrison unwittingly gave them the very first line, "If we ever get out of here," because every corporate Beatles meeting, that was the first thing George would say at every big meeting with the big wigs. He'd be like, "Oh, if we ever get out of here." His George Harrison voice. Jeff, that was it. Today in music. Bam, we knocked that one out.
Yay!
Good job, buddy.
Yeah. On the fly. I've been doing
like a thing.
One video a day for everything, and I've been, trying to grow on YouTube with it. But they seem to be, what's holding down the fort right now. It used to be our podcast clips would get pretty good views, but they started slipping. Everybody got tired of us telling them our top fives, and I don't know, just me rambling on about regurgitating facts, I guess, is holding the fort down. So I post us rambling and then post the fact and see what happens.
It's kind of like when I look at the video views or whatever else, it just seems random. Like I don't see any rhyme or reason. It's just like 6 views, and then it'll be like 580 views.
Yeah.
And it'll be like 200.
Yeah, but they say all these keywords. They say all this other stuff.
Like
but
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg.
Brad said I used to look like him, so when I shave.
We need to get Mark Wahlberg on the show.
I think we can make it happen.
Yeah.
I'd rather go back to your Snoop plan, if I'm honest. He was just on my Trailer Park Boys episode last night, and now it makes me want to have him on here more than ever.
I mean, has anybody asked? I'll ask him. I'll ask him on Instagram and then see if he'll do it.
You never know, dude.
The kid's birthday was last weekend. I gave her a birthday wish, and she all of a sudden is a big Billie Eilish fan. Yeah. So she still hasn't, wished the kid a happy birthday. I was like, yeah, she's too busy for her new fans, Like I said, I've listened to a little bit of the new album, and it's just, it seems a lot less tame musically, but I think I didn't delve into the lyrics, but it just sounds like it's probably something my daughter shouldn't be listening to, probably. But here we are.
there's worse than Billie Eilish.
I know.
Mhm.
She
And if
just
she wants to listen to it, she's gonna go find it wherever. And if you tell her not to listen to it, yeah, that definitely means she's not gonna listen to it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I like her. I like her vibe and that she doesn't expect to be famous at all ever.
Yeah,
Like,
she don't
they're
give a
like,
shit.
yeah, she's like, here's 4 or 5 awards, and she's like, thanks, I guess.
You know what, why? I like her better than her brother, whatever Macklemore or whoever. Not Macklemore. I don't remember what her. There's another guy out that's like her brother or something. I don't like him very much, but
I don't know.
We talked about it, I think, last show, but I don't.
yeah, I can't remember his name now.
I can't either. I know. I
Still
see.
on Saturday.
I heard today with all the talk of the like I said, the new Eminem album, that she was afraid. She's always been afraid of Eminem, but I think that's been squashed, and I think they did a song together now at this point.
Oh.
I mean, his video was pretty cool. I thought that the new Houdini video, just all the people that brought into it and seeing the old M and having Dre in there, and it was just kind of a cool cameo video. It was just vintage Eminem video, man.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was just like a little light introduction, and people were you had to find something to get offended about, like, really, and it was stupid. I was like, he hasn't said anything yet. He will.
That's why I said I like the part where, F my family too. They'll, what I mean. But if he does go out, he goes after everything. I mean, it don't matter.
There are speculations that this is the ties to Houdini, and Houdini, I guess, died at 52 in Detroit. He died on the stage, I believe.
I thought he died like of I don't know, meth.
No, I'm pretty sure. I mean, the internet will correct us. I'm sure anybody that's watching, but I'm pretty sure he died on stage doing a trick.
Okay.
I mean, that may be just a story.
But I think that was the point. He's supposed to be killing Slim Shady or whatever. I mean, I think that was the whole. I think that was kind of what this. I've heard that this album is like the death to him, or I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people drawing a lot into it, but the 52, he turns 52 on like October 17th is what one person was saying, and that big end is what these people are saying. One person on the internet is saying, and probably a lot of people agreeing, but we'll see. We'll see.
Maybe it's the end of his rap career,
Yeah, maybe he'll pick up a guitar and go Whitey Ford.
I just expect him to be incredibly offensive and then sell 1 million records, and then he'll go live in London.
I mean, hasn't he done that already?
I was gonna say he's got some money.
22 times over, probably.
I mean,
I don't see
most selling rappers ever.
Yeah,
I can't. There's nothing after. Relapse was the bad one, I think, and then he had one after that. And that one was okay, but I
don't know.
I haven't got into a lot of his other new stuff. I just can't get into it. It's just like.
I mean, the thing is, we're sitting here talking about it, so he already did his job.
Well, yeah.
But again, I think there's an expectations thing. I mean, that dude made and wrote so much music in such an even quick, short period of time that I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, he can't compete with the old Shady. Can't compete with Slim.
Yeah, you can't.
So, yeah. I don't know. Well, let's get into our list. Is the spinner handy there, Mr. Coach?
I haven't got it fixed still. I'm gonna see if I tried to oil it up since last show. So we'll
grease the wheels a little bit.
Stay off me.
Bribe it a little bit.
Woo!
Coach.
I think this will probably be one of our easier ones where we don't have a lot of songs we have to worry about crossing over each other's.
I didn't think so.
I kind of did mine not in my current I did mine on what's been on repeat kind of throughout my life again, I guess is how I did it. Different phases or whatever is how I did it. So my number 5 is a current one, and he's become a friend, and he's been a guest on the show, and it's a song. I think I've used this one. I know I've used another one, but it's Afternoon Again, Gus Glasser. And it's on all my playlists, and it's a current one, and it's a damn good song, and he's just a kick-ass dude. He's got just the whole vibe, and the way that song starts, just a cool start to it, and it just puts you in a good mood every time you hear the start of it. So good song. So
we need to get the cotillion booked and get him in town.
I know, man. I want to. He's headlining the festival in the Colorado, man, and I want to go real bad, man. He's because he does the mixing and DJing, and then he sings and does all that. But I don't know what exactly this festival is. He just got back from South Africa, so he's starting to do some stuff, man. So
wow,
nice.
I know him early on, so hopefully he doesn't forget me. But if he does, at least I got to know him, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good ass dude. So speaking of Eminem, my number 4 is So Far, and it's one of those ones. The same thing. I could just, and there was a point. There's just a bunch in there that just kind of related to me at the time. It was, and just a good song. So
I mean, I'm drawing the complete blank on it. What album did it come off of?
I got it. I just had it pulled up here. I'll tell you real quick because I'm pretty good at pulling these up real quick.
And again,
it's one where I got. Why can't the here?
Yeah, my phone's restarting, so I can't look
the
it up.
Broken House. It's sitting down in front of the abandoned house.
Marshall Mathers.
Yeah, Volume 2.
Okay.
Martha. Yeah, LP 2013. Okay. So that was one of my actual, probably after 2003 or 4, probably one of my favorite, like front to back. I could listen to everything in there. Did a bunch of covers, and that one's just an awesome like rock with rap mix. Life's been good to me so far. It's just a awesome song. I used to listen to that almost every morning on the way into work for probably a 2-year period. I don't know why. It was just
it's a good song.
So that's the one he samples Joe Walsh?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely heard it.
And it just, like I said, I don't know what it is, man. It just is like kind of put stuff into perspective and all that. Like, okay, I'm just going to this job, but this guy's doing all this and still feeling about the same as I am going into work a lot of the time. Number 3, Psycho Killer, Talking Heads.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I could play. I mean, if I don't know if there's, a couple songs I could pick. If that was the only song I got to listen to, I'd be okay with it. And that's one of them.
I'm gonna say I think that one has been at least 4 times it's made the list between not just you. I think you've done it once before. I think
I think I did say no. I had Talking Heads. So, yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, I've had quite a few Talking Heads. But they're one of my bands, and this is where it's going to fall in. I even told Amy I knew that was the only one I knew I had absolutely used before. But it's one that it is. I'm sorry, I'm like,
no. I'm just saying. I think
it's okay. That's what I'm saying, though. People are going to go through, and they're going to. I mean, it's truly it's a song that's on repeat in my head. Just the intro to that is one of the coolest. It's like as a DJ guy, it's one of the best talk up songs ever. You got a huge 38-second talk up where you can come on down and I mean it's a cool intro.
Yeah, Talking Heads are just
they got so much.
Yeah.
JRB5, come to stage 5, please.
My number 2, they haven't been on the list for a while. Sublime, Pawn Shop. That was another one. That was probably from 96 to 98. That one played at least once a week in every single car I had. You know what I mean? Maybe 98
DJ, I think, would be mine for them. The one that I really, really.
Well, even there was a couple. I guess I did use September. There was a Ride on the Street. I did use that one a while back. That would be my other one that I could just listen to a billion times. And there's a lot to join. I mean, there's a lot of Sublime I really could. So that's my number 2, though. My number 1. This was one probably from 6th grade to freshman year. That was one, and it's Bow Down, Ice Cube. It was my theme song because I used to do Bow Down to Casey Grunin because he's greater than you. And it just that's my list.
That's a good list. That's a good list.
And I think I can do my honorable mentions because they won't even step on nobody's toes. You Don't Know My Name, Grace Vanderwall.
Oh man, no,
damn it.
I won't do my other ones because one of them could be.
Just do it. Just do it. I want to know what it is.
Well, this one won't be, but Renegades of Funk, Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
There's not one time I could hear that I could turn it off if it came on anywhere.
Like I said, I don't think I would ever turn off any Rage, but yeah.
Yeah, and they don't make the list hardly ever. I was looking at that tonight, and I don't know that, I mean, we don't do a lot that they could, but I don't know that I don't remember the last time they've made a list. I know that's Grace Vanderwall's first time making a list. Oh, bad spin. That one was Sontia.
Sontia.
I gotta get this.
I'm in the middle. All right. You guys ready for a list?
Yes, always.
For a list.
Man, I had a long Saturday, so I'm a little bit tired. I was so excited about this list, though. So I'm going to go with the first one, and I'm going to try not to tell a really long, ridiculous story. But the reason why it is on repeat is because it really means something to me. So you guys know Lenny Kravitz. And so I grew up with Lenny Kravitz, and I listened to him when I was younger, and it was, Let Love Rule and whatnot. And, I just kind of, Lenny Kravitz, he wasn't an afterthought, but he was just kind of a main staple of my musical life. So one day I was sitting there looking at the TV, and this video for 3K421 comes on. I know absolutely no lyrics. I don't know what he's talking about in that video, but I enjoyed the video quite a bit. And so I was on my way to a nature walk. I told you guys that I'm working on my mental health or whatever else, and I pulled out of a really, really dark place, and I was like on my way to the light. And I was like, let's go on a nature walk. Let's go ahead and get that, because it's going to top this off, and I'm going to get out of this place. And it is so amazing when you do all that work and you get out of that place. It's like the best feeling in the world. And this song on that same album, because I had been watching that video so much, it came up, and it's called Human off of Electric Blue Light. And it starts off as just kind of like a fun beat, but then he busts in with, I'm going to live my truth in this life, and I'm not going to live a lie, because I came here to be alive. I'm here to be human. And that smacked me so hard in the face that was really what my purpose as just a person, as everybody's purpose is. It's just, you just came here to have the experience. And we get caught up in so much of this other bullshit that it kind of messes that up. So that centered me. And then I went back and I listened to so much of Lenny Kravitz's stuff. And I realized that I had been listening to him, but I wasn't hearing what he was saying. Yeah. So Lenny Kravitz is my spirit animal now.
I haven't listened. I mean, the hits, that's about it. And I mean, I like them. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't
know if he's, I mean, I've always liked him, but I don't know if he's ever been on my radar enough, I guess would be the best way to say it.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever listened to a whole album. And
yeah, it was the same with me until I heard this, and then I went back, and he has a lot of good songs, like It's Another Fine Day in the Universe, and then he has a whole album. I can't even think of the name of it right now, but there's so much. He has so much music, and then just digging through all of that, you can find just all these jewels.
Yeah,
all these jewels. So he really, I feel like he's underappreciated, but I also don't think he is. I think that really
the industry respects him, I think, insanely.
Yeah. He's respected by the industry because he makes amazing music. It's really good, but it's not radio worthy. Like, it's not something that you want to hear when you're going to the club. It's something that you seek out when you really want to hear something that's really going to impact you spiritually. So
yeah, I think we need to all listen to a little more Lenny.
Yeah, no crap.
Yep, we do. I watched that video though, 3K421 like 60 times.
Is that the one where he's naked?
Does he have his shirt off?
Oh, he has more than his shirt off. Anyhow, number 2. I don't even know where this. I was watching Saturday Night Live, and this lady, her name is Laufey, I think her name, Laufey. I haven't heard of her as an artist, but she plays piano, and she's like a little tiny girl, and she has this song called Goddess. And I was watching the Saturday Night Live. I went to the kitchen to get something to drink, and then I came back and I was just staring at the TV because it starts off so smooth and so cool. And the song Goddess is about being like a superstar, being one of those women that everybody wants. And then all of a sudden you get her and you're like, oh, you're just regular. No, I don't like you anymore. You know, that's what the song is, but it's so beautifully made. It's almost like an opera, just the way that she gets into it. And then in the end, she's just like so powerful with that message that I am not a fucking goddess. Just, I'm a regular person. Get it out of your mind that I'm anything besides that. Yeah. So I love that song, and I've listened to that a lot too.
I hadn't heard that one either.
No. Nope.
Yeah, so that's it. And that's by Laffy. I love gospel music, and it definitely helped, especially with my mental journey. And there is one song that I play on repeat for years, and it's by the Detroit Mass Choir. It's called Lord Help Me to Hold Out. Now, James Cleveland has a version of it, which is like way mild, but the Detroit Mass Choir is like, no, we know you're stressed. Yeah. We know you're full of anxiety. Let's get this going. And they get this part where they're like, Lord, help me to hold out. Lord, help me to hold. And I'm like, yes, I'm sorry. I messed up again. If you can get me out of this, I'll never do it again. I swear.
Till the next time.
Yeah, we'll see you again.
Yeah, several times. Maybe.
Hallelujah.
Not. It's getting old. I'm doing better. Definitely better. Number 4 is going to be Shaky Graves. Ooh. Roll the Bones.
Ooh.
I don't even know where he came from. Like one day he just showed up on my playlist and I was like, who's
amazing?
This man?
Yeah, he's amazing.
Who is this man? And then I was like, this is my favorite song in the whole world. And I just played it over and over. And it just, he sounds like he's singing it from the graveyard. He sounds like he's yelling it from inside a crypt.
He got his start kind of with the acoustic and then the drum and the suitcase kind of thing. So he's the one-man band. Mm-hmm. And I loved all that stuff. And then one of the last couple albums, he kind of got a band and produced the music a little bit more. And you know, I miss the rawness of just like him and kicking a suitcase and playing guitar.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I love that song.
I feel like he was around Wichita for a while.
I think he's been here. I mean, he's kind of hangs out in Texas and Nashville, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we need to find him and bring him on the show too.
Yeah.
We're getting a list.
Be like, why are you so sad? All right, and then number 5. Once again, I have no idea where this song came from. I was just minding my business. I looked on my playlist and I was like, click. And it is Kenny Hoopla. And the name of the song, I have to pull this up because it's a long name. It says, How Will I Rest in Peace If I'm Buried by the Highway? And it is a punk song. And I might have found it at some point while I was looking through punk or maybe through grunge.
Yeah.
But this song is just a band in a room, and this guy is just losing his shit, and he just starts off yelling, "She's gonna cut my head off, but I don't care. I don't care." And I was like, "Who? What? Who's gonna? Why? Why are you so upset?" And he's just like just ranting like this whole song, and he's like spinning around in circles, and the band is just like, you know, watching their timing. It's like they're not even there. And the video is cool, but that song is so cool just because I like it. So I just keep playing it in the morning because it wakes me up.
Yeah. He does some stuff with Travis Barker and
really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is the first time I ever heard of him. I was like, Kenny Hoopla?
Yeah, I never heard of him either. Honestly, I just was searching him. That's what I do. I'm a research guy.
Oh, okay. I thought you knew who he was. I was like, hey.
I could have played it off. I could have, but
could have.
All right.
Good list. Good list.
I like that.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think
I knew one of them. So
yeah, maybe one of them. I've heard of one of them, maybe.
Well, I mean, I
I've
knew
heard
the
of
Lenny
Kenny.
Kravitz one, and I bet if I played it, I would have heard it. But
I could probably guarantee I didn't, because, like I said, I mean,
yeah, it's a new
songs.
album. It's like 2 months old.
Oh, okay, then maybe I haven't heard it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want me to spin for you, Josh? Or
we'll just. I'll spin. There. Got to get my applause in. Thank you. Thank you. Hail me. Like I said, this was a stupid easy one. At first I started to do kind of like what Coach did, to kind of go back and think of ones in my life, but life is, I'm old. There's a lot of eras I can't remember most of them because I had fun at them. So I decided to take a look at my on repeat. And like I said, some of them were like, what? No, I mean, I know I haven't listened to Scrubs that much, TLC Scrubs. I mean, I've listened to it. I've listened to it twice, but is that on repeat? I listened to it, but I was like, I don't think that constitutes being on my on repeat. But
you'd be like, no, I don't want no.
Yeah, I was gonna see what some of the other one that I was like, what? I mean, Rump Shaker. Like I said, I listened to it once, and I mean, back in the day, I listened to it a lot. Mm-hmm. Yes, but I'm like, why is it coming up on my list here? It came up on a playlist. I just started with a 90s song, hit go to radio, song radio, and let it make my radio for me and my playlist for me. And so I just sit there and listen to that all day. And yeah, it came on, and yeah, I was like. Yeah, it took me right back to middle school dances, but not enough to constitute being on my on repeat. Get your shit together, Spotify. Pay your artists. Get my stuff right.
I can't do Spotify, and I'm on Spotify, which seems wrong, but I don't like the platform. I just never did.
Yeah, I just like it that any song I can think of almost is at my fingertips. There's very few artists who aren't on there. Mm-hmm. But my number 5, this one was Phil Collins, Against All Odds. Take a look around. I didn't have time on this busy Saturday to get the albums off there, but yeah, time warp. That's one, and have you guys heard the song enough to? But it's about wanting somebody back.
Is it the Take a Look at Me Now? Yeah.
There's just
a powerful song.
Yeah, it's very powerful, and I assure you, I don't want anybody back. But just that feeling of the raw emotion of it always tears. I
don't even know if it's necessarily just about wanting somebody back. It's about proving that you were, take a look at me now. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like I'm doing fine without you. In certain parts of it.
Yeah, I think it does kind of have polar opposites in there, conflicting messages. Number 4 kind of goes along with hoopla over there. There was some would you still love me if I cut off your arms and I cut off your legs?
Oh, ooh.
Misfits, Helena. That's a good punk one, and that one I'm not a big fan of Misfits after Danzig, but this song just I love it.
Just cutting off all sorts of stuff.
And then to kind of go along with all the same theme of the fun stuff of love and
cutting people,
kind of getting back to your old self, and to some sense, Mark Morrison, Return of the Mac.
Oh my God!
And that one did come up on a playlist, and I listened. I have listened to it 100 times.
I have too, but I didn't put it on my list.
Yes,
but oh my God,
I was worried number 2 that you were going to put number 2 on the, so I had a backup on it, but number 2 was Queen, Don't Stop Me Now, because this one made your list 2 or 3 weeks ago, and ever since that I have been, because it's just, they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. Oh yeah, get it, Freddie. And then don't stop me now. Having a good time. Don't. So it's fun, and everybody at work looks at me crazy, but there's a lot of people that do come upstairs just to hear what I've got listening to, what I'm listening to today. So that's fun. Sometimes they're probably like,
you want to cut off their arms and legs
and their heads. Gotta get those.
There are some songs I have to run to the phone and nope. Can't listen to this one here. Not safe for work. What is it? What is the NSFW?
Yeah.
I didn't know what that meant for 100 years, and I think I had to Google it. My number one, and then I don't know if a Tribe Called Quest has made the list. I don't. I think it has. I think it has once. But Can I Kick It?
Yep.
And this was one
I
played to show the kid because it's always been a fun one. It samples Velvet Underground, or I think that was just Lou Reed, Wild Side. And so the irony of that one, because Wild Side has got some edgy things. Even in its time, it was kind of edgy, and now they probably wouldn't, I don't know. But for a Tribe Called Quest to sample it is kind of like, whatever. That's my list. That's my crappy list. The crappiest list I've ever made.
That's a good list, man.
That's a good list. I like that list.
I knew all but one of your songs on that one. So
all but one. Which one didn't you know? I mean, it had been Misfits, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I had two of them. Your 5 and 4 I didn't know. What was your 5? Wasn't
Against
that
All Odds? Phil Collins.
Okay, never mind. Sorry. Yeah, it was just 4. I didn't know.
Yeah. And then I had my honorable mention was Stuck in the Middle with You. What Steely is that Steely Dan or
Stuck in the Middle with You?
I don't think it's Steely
remix?
Dan
Because it's the remix that I always hear.
I'm almost there.
Yeah. See if it's
my honorable mention was
Steeler Wheels. Steelers Wheels.
Steelers Wheels.
Yeah. Which I don't think they had another. I couldn't name another one of their songs, but Clowns to the left of me, Jokers to the right. Here I am.
Yep.
Stuck in the middle with you. But yeah, my honorable mention was Fall Out Boys. I Don't Care.
Yep. Good song.
I'm not a fan of. They got one song that it's kind of infectious, and I can't think of what it is. I think it was one of their hits.
That might be it. Because that's an infectious song.
They're not in my top, 20 or nothing, but I like quite a bit of their stuff.
Yeah.
They were fun back then. They were just punk and
yeah.
I just
jump around and
got into them.
Jump and it's hard to not like that.
Yeah.
I think it'd be like a dynamic concert. Fall Out Boys and Panic at the Disco and all of those folks around that time that I completely missed until I got old. And then I was like, oh, these guys are really neat.
Yeah.
It's like they all broke up.
Yep.
Well, I think what we decided in the group chat, we're gonna do maybe just like pick a year, and I don't think we'll like just start doing consecutive. Every week we'll still, have one week where we do a topic or normal topic, and then we'll have 1 year. I think I said 90 in the group, but 1990 start with 1990. But we've been doing 90s, so kind of maybe I don't know 85, because I don't know when. I'm just trying to think of when we all kind of came into music ourselves. when we were listening to music.
When we were born.
Well, yeah, I mean, listening to with our ears, but when we kind of had a say of what we listened to.
Yeah.
I mean, when we had. My dad, big influencer at that age, especially at 6. And it wasn't till teenage, the 90s when I really branched out on my own. But, I don't know. So we'll do something like that.
It would be pretty easy. I just did a quick 1985. So, I mean, if that's what we were going with, yeah. I mean, there's way more than I guess I would think you would know from there.
Yeah, and not
Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
keep it open to the genres. No, not genre specific or anything, but just 1985 favorite songs. Songs from 1985, and then we could kind of do that. But again, not all at not week by week by week, because I think that would get kind of boring.
85 was a pretty decent year.
So we'll start with 85 then, and then so next week we'll do 85, and then I don't know. I got I will be missing a little bit, at least in July. I'm gonna go
Yeah, and I might
go AWOL. I got things booked, and I'm ready to get the flock out of Dodge.
Yeah, I might. We'll figure out for sure. Obviously, 4th of July weekend, I probably won't be able to, but we'll kind of figure that out off air.
Yeah, we could probably take that week off since it's a holiday week. Yeah, I just remembered because I was looking at my phone and I was like, why do I have to leave the festival early? There's something, and then it's like, oh my God. And it's like, and I'm a big part of it. Like, this is a big wedding that we're going to be going to. I was like, there's something I'm supposed to
be
do.
doing.
What was it?
No.
She would have killed me right there in front of everybody. She would have cut my head off.
My arms and legs too.
Yeah. So you're at a wedding right now. You're not here.
Yeah, I am at a wedding, and it's
not getting your head cut off, not
getting my head cut off. Yeah, and it's probably we're past the wedding part, and now it's probably getting a little crazy.
Yeah,
and I'll just have to do about an hour.
Good thing about us, we can usually find 30 minutes within the week sometimes, so we can most likely fill in most weeks, but
yeah.
we can use a break. We can use a break from us every once in a while. Let's be honest.
I don't know. Our numbers did pretty good that week we took off. YouTube is so hard. I mean, all of it's. I mean, I just. And I think I said it when we talked to Paulie last Sunday, because Coach filled in with me because Kevin was being a rock star. But it, the more I put into like the socials, trying to make reels and videos and chop up the clips and stuff. I mean, the less real life seems real and less, dull. It's dull, it's not shiny. And then, vice versa. But, obviously the internet's a lot less important, but, we are trying to, be heard. It's
my problem, man. That's what we talked about it with my show. I've taken a break and I haven't done, and my numbers show it when I'm not out doing a little bit of stuff. I mean, and introducing it to people and letting them know I'm still here and stuff. They're not actively searching for a small podcast with a big opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing that I was thinking about while I was just, I don't know if I was meditating or stoned or what, but I was thinking that with the amount of consistency, even just with the shows that we've done together, with your show, Coach, and then with your show with Kevin, right now we have something that we can look back on and say that we did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, it's not a lot of people there's a lot of podcasters, but not a lot of people are doing it consistently. Yeah. And I think we have a good show. Like, I enjoy watching our show. I enjoy your show too, Coach. And I enjoy the Green Room Productions, watching you guys paint even when you first started. So it's definitely something unique. And even though it doesn't look like it's yielding a lot right now, someday in the future, somebody will probably find it and be like, hey, look at these guys and what they do.
Yep. It's not yielding money. I mean, I did make $4.26 on Facebook. So,
in my Spotify account, I have $7.18. So
I haven't made any on Spotify yet, but I do. I just put last week's show on Thursday, and this one will be on there. I'm going to keep putting them on the Spotify just to have, another outlet for just another resource.
Yeah. And you never know. Like, one of the weirdest things when I started promoting my shows on Twitter, and I have 5 or 10 Twitter followers or something like that. It was so weird how many people would show up and they'd be like, yeah, I saw you on Twitter. And I was like, then why aren't y'all talking to me? Like,
I don't think you're supposed to talk to each other on Twitter.
You think I'm ugly?
I only talk to the people I don't like on Twitter. I only bitch at people on Twitter. If I like you, you'll never know it. If I don't, you'll know it for sure.
All right, let's get off of here. Thanks for coming on this Saturday. Enjoy your Saturday. Stay safe. And we will see you next week with our top 5 songs from 1985.
All right. Bye, everybody.